Hey, it's Katie here from creativehealingphilly.com. And if you have a teen who has low self-esteem or low motivation, then this video is for you. So a lot of times we see clients come to the Teen Support Center and they're down on themselves. They have low self-esteem, they dislike themselves, they don't like what they see when they look in the mirror, they're not confident in their abilities, they're not completing tasks that make them feel good about themselves on a daily basis, and it leads to depression and anxiety and even lower self-esteem and lower motivation. But what we see with these kinds of teens when they come into our center is that they've stopped trying. They've started avoiding anything that's going to make them feel like they're not good enough, they're not smart enough, or like the people around them don't like them or don't care about them. We see that side of it, the giver-uppers, the avoiders, but we also see the other side of it, the teenagers who try so hard that they're up until midnight or later completing homework to make sure that it's perfect, the teenagers who beat themselves up if they don't get the A on the test. So we see the people who avoid and give up, and we see the people who try so hard that they're making their lives even harder and they're their own worst enemy. What we notice with these teens, and what's similar across the board, is that they're not enjoying their lives. They're not happy with what's happening around them. So one of the tools that we use in our groups and our sessions at the Teen Support Center to help these teenagers is words of encouragement. And what this means is helping them come up with the words, the mantra, the saying that's going to help them feel inspired and is going to help them navigate some of those negative thoughts. So even though they arise, the I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, who cares, why bother, why am I even doing this, they have a protocol for how to manage those thoughts in a way that's helpful for them. Now, one of the things I hear our teens say is that this feels fake. I don't want to say things to myself that I don't believe. I don't like fake people, and I don't want to feel fake. And so I think that that's valid. And what we say to that is that this isn't meant to feel Pollyanna. It's not meant for you to say, I'm the best person in the world, I love everything about myself, because that is fake. Because most of us experience a disappointment or a feeling of insecurity from time to time. So what this looks like, these words of encouragement, are I'm having a hard time right now, and I know I can get through this. It's the idea of acknowledging the hardship and having a statement or a saying or a word of inspiration for how to get through that. And a recent example is a teenager who was going off to do something that made them feel uncomfortable and made them feel anxious, and they were able to say to themselves, I've been through this situation before, and even though it makes me uncomfortable, I know that I can get through it, and here's how I can get through it. And so we were able to work together to come up with a cope ahead plan so that they were able to manage something that made them uncomfortable, that made them anxious, without giving up, avoiding it, or driving themselves to the point of working so hard or being so hard on themselves that it made the whole process unenjoyable. If you have a teen who's experiencing low self-esteem, depression, anxiety, or self-harm behaviors, go ahead and reach out to us at creativehealingphilly.com. We'll connect with you to explore the next best steps in helping your teen find happiness.